video provides a short overview to our new carbon net zero target. Scientists now agree that the world must reach net zero by 2050 to avoid the worst impacts of climate change. LGC has committed that by 2050 we will not be generating any more greenhouse gas emissions or carbon from our activities. In the past decade, what we've seen is global temperatures are now 1.1 degree higher than they were a century ago. This is resulting in increased impacts around the world, from forest fires to droughts to increased frequency of severe storms and flood events. We're also seeing commitments from our customers and our government partners. LGC's carbon footprint, or greenhouse gas emissions, come from all parts of our business and represent a complex jigsaw. They include the emissions from our buildings. This includes emissions associated with natural gas that we use for heating and cooling. Similarly, the energy that's needed to generate the electricity that we use to power our sites. Secondly, they're the greenhouse gas emissions associated with our science, the products and services we provide our customers every day. This includes the emissions that are associated with the raw materials that we use, similarly the packaging and how things are made. There's the emissions associated with the transport and logistics of these products and services around the world, from our sites to our customers. Finally, we can think of our emissions associated with our behaviours. This includes the waste we generate and the waste management practices, similarly business travel and our transportation around our sites. Together, this creates a complex jigsaw of emissions that spans our entire business. We'll be building on what we're already doing. Looking ahead, the next steps for this commitment. Firstly, we'll be measuring our carbon footprint to understand our total carbon footprint now. This will provide our baseline or our starting point to work from. We will also be identifying actions that we can put in practice now to help us on the way to net zero. Finally, we commit to being reporting back to you and our wider stakeholders our carbon footprint each year and our progress against net zero. There are a number of steps we're taking which will build on activities we're already doing, and there are a number of steps we'll need to take to change how we do our everyday work. For instance, since October 2019, we've used renewable electricity at a number of our sites in the UK. This has avoided almost 5,000 tonnes of carbon. Going forward, we're going to need to increase the amount of renewable electricity and energy we use at our sites. We're also going to look at how we can improve the energy efficiency of our sites and the equipment you use every day. We also need to look at the science and our products and services. How can we reduce the carbon associated with how our products are made, packaged and distributed? Similarly, how can we partner with our customers and our suppliers to achieve and use lower carbon products, lower carbon services? Finally, we need to look at our everyday changes to our working behaviours. How can we improve energy efficiency? How can we reduce waste? How can we avoid carbon emissions in everyday practices and the way we go around our work? In making this commitment to net zero, our priority is to reduce our carbon footprint first. There may be certain emissions that we can't reduce. For these, we will need to look at robust and credible offsets so that combined we can reach net zero by 2050. We know that our plans will evolve and change as we understand more about our carbon footprint and as our business grows and changes. Therefore, we set the target now to be net zero by 2050, and we invite everyone to share their views and their thoughts on how we can reduce our emissions so that together we can help LGC become carbon net zero by 2050.